After the sun came out and I was wearing my dark smoky eye from the other day, I just realized how off it felt. It just felt very, mismatched of the seasons. So I'm challenging myself to take advantage of the summer weather, the summer sunshine, and the rest of this season by doing summer appropriate looks, like very summery looks, but make it more fun and make it less boring to me. And this is the first of many, I believe. It's peachy, it's glowy, it's summery, but it's still fun. There's lots of sparkles added into, unexpected places, and we're just using more fun colors, more bright colors, so it's more seasonally appropriate. So I've already got my eyebrows, my foundation and concealer on, and I've set my under eyes. So I'm gonna go in with the Tartelette in Bloom palette with this shade, Flower Child. And with a clean, fluffy brush, I'm gonna run that all over my lid and my crease. Next, I'm gonna go into a peachy blush. So whichever peachy blush that you have, this one is discontinued, but since I've barely even used it, I thought today would be a great day to use it. And going in with a little bit more of a tapered fluffy brush, I'm starting at my lid and then blending it into my crease. And use your finger and blend it out a little bit if you feel like it's a little too harsh. And you can use whatever blush you would like, or if you have a pink eyeshadow, you can go ahead and use that too. I'm just really trying to play up my eye look with some colors that I already have without having to go out and buy any more things, and just take advantage of the summer while we have it. Because even though it feels like summer has, lost its magic since I'm no longer in school and summer doesn't really mean anything besides like extremely hot weather, I do want to, play into it a little bit and take advantage of what's left of the summer, which is so much. I'm gonna go into this neutral palette that I have, and going in to this brown shade right here, I'm gonna use a more dense fluffy brush, and I'm going to pop that into my crease on my outer corner to really give it some dimension and kind of like ground it a little bit. I really don't play with colors much, especially in this past decade. I haven't really been playing with colors. So challenging myself to only stick with summery looks and try to make summer looks more fun for me is actually a huge challenge, but I welcome it. I welcome the challenge. And I'm actually literally just putting my brush in my actual crease. I'm not bringing it higher than usual, really just in my crease and kind of lifting it a little bit at the corner here. We're going somewhere with this. Now I'm gonna go in with the Stila Shimmer and Glow in the shade Starlight. And it's just a very nice shimmery gold shade. I'm gonna put that on my lid, but really focus that on the inner corner. You know how sunset blush is really in right now? I think this is probably my take on sunset blush, but on my eyes. Should we call this sunset eyes? Okay, here comes the fun. We are going to use this little tiny brush and go in with the shade Charmer, which is just a cream with kind of a pink undertone. And I'm gonna focus this on my inner corner and drag it up where I don't have any shadows yet. I've been really loving emphasizing my inner corners. So packing on this white will really help whatever shadow we end up putting here. I'm gonna go in with the Glossier liquid eyeshadow in the shade Moon, their Lid Star. And when I contour my nose, I'm gonna try something a little different from what I've normally done to kind of emphasize this right here, hopefully. Okay, just to kind of warm it up a little bit and intensify that sparkle, I'm going in with Funny Girl from the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I'm focusing that mainly on the inner corner and then dragging the remainder up. But I feel like it's a little bit more of a cohesive look. Moon was just a little bit too cool toned for my look today. I know, I'm going like way overboard with this. And in a few years, I'm probably gonna be like, Iris, what were you thinking? But I like it right now. I am gonna take a little bit of concealer and clean up my outer corners just a tad. I'm actually gonna do some eyeliner on my upper lash line first before going into my lower lash line. So I'm going to go in with that same brown that we used to deepen up our crease. And with an angled brush, I'm going to run this on top of my upper lash line on like the outer corner. I'm actually using this darker brown right here. And I've said this in some other videos, but I really like doing this to prep my lid before I go in with eyeliner, because especially for my hooded lids, I don't want to take up too much lid space that I already don't have. So by doing this, I get to use even less eyeliner for my wing, and then it'll blend a little more seamlessly. So I'm going to go in with a brown liquid liner, draw just the babiest of wings. I do have something fun planned for my lower lash line. Whether it translates as fun, I don't know. I'm gonna go back into that first brown that we used to deepen up our crease, and just with a pencil brush, I'm gonna go slightly below my lower lash line. And then kind of bring it into my lash line as it hits the middle of my eye. I'm kind of bringing it out this way. So it's kind of like straight, right? Then going in with that blush, same brush, I'm going to focus that on the like middle of my lash line right here. Yeah, kind of fun. We're gonna go in with Funny Girl again, that really sparkly shade that we put on our inner corner. And I'm going to follow my wing, but underneath my wing. So I'm gonna highlight this area right here. And I've kind of dragged it out a little bit. You can kind of see with the reflection as it reflects off the light, but it's not super noticeable when you're like looking just head on. And I'm kind of letting that come onto my lower waterline also. I'm just gonna go in with like a waterproof mascara that just defines my lashes, doesn't really do much for the volume or length. So just like more of a basic lash, because I don't want to detract from all of the shimmery eyeshadows that we have going on. And you know, from afar and even just in person, this doesn't look like much. This doesn't look very different from, you know, a regular wearable makeup look. Like, you know what I mean? Like more simple makeup look. But there's so many fun accent sparkles that we've added. And I'm just a huge fan of sparkles always. But it's still wearable. Like, I feel like I could wear this out and not stick out like a sore thumb. It's still subtle enough, but if someone were to like look up close, they'd be like, oh, you've got a lot of sparkles on your eyes, you know? And I kind of like that. And it's still, I don't know, I feel like this is still very summer-esque, very suitable for summer, for like even like a summer night, like a night party or something. I don't know, what do people do in the summers? It's so hot here, we don't even go outside. And this look has the potential to be even more fun if you wanted to pop like a fun eyeliner in your waterline and like extend it out underneath your wing. And I think it'd be so pretty and so fun, and just like that subtle je ne sais quoi to your everyday makeup look to spruce it up a little bit if you're feeling a little bored with your makeup. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow contour in the shade Fair Light. And I'm going to contour my nose with this. And I'm definitely doing a slightly heavier contour on the side of my nose closest to my eyes to kind of contrast that lighter shade, to to really make it pop. A little goes such a long way. I always pick up way too much, especially on my nose, and then it just looks kind of crazy. I might even do a darker contour because I've gotten a little more tan now. So let me go in with the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt in the shade Medium. And it's so disgusting. It's almost done, which I'm very excited about. And with that same brush, I'm just gonna pick up a little bit more and really focus that on like near the inner corner of my eyes. I saw this on Instagram from Chinese makeup artists, and they call it like the anime eyes, or you know, whatever names they have for it. But I think emphasizing this area in our eyes is just really cool because we do have, like, you know, a different shaped eye than a lot of Western beauty makeup. So seeing this being emphasized and kind of working with this like eyelid shape that we have is pretty cool, I have to say. What do you guys think? Yes? No? Crazy? Not crazy? Let's contour the rest of our face. I feel like, is that crazy looking? Might be crazy looking. I don't even know. For blush, this is already super easy because we already know what shade we're gonna use. We're gonna use the same blush that we used for our eyeshadows or on our eyes. And the foundation I'm using is the new e.l.f. foundation, and if you want to see my full review, you can click this button right here. But I'm just so pleased with how blush sits on top of this foundation, and it just looks so beautiful. Like, it still just looks like my skin. I think with just like better skin prep than what I did on my testing day, I think you'd really, really like this foundation. I mean, I'm giving away the whole video, but essentially, I really like it. But if you'd like to see how it performs with me like sweating and just doing the most, you can definitely take a look at the video because I was very shocked. And I'm just brushing just like the tiniest amount of blush on a nose bridge because I like that look. For my lips, I'm gonna go in with that blush with my finger and tap it onto the center of my lips, like kind of on the inside. I think it's just a really cohesive way to pull the whole look together. But don't worry, we're not gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. lip oil, just the clear one. Isn't that just so pretty and so understated, especially with like the sparkles on our eyes and, you know, just a little extra stuff on the eyes and kind of leave the rest of the face pretty understated. But we are not done because I have the very, very old Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop highlighter. I can't even open this because it is shattered on the inside. It's just like pure powder at this point, but it's their collab they did with Jaclyn Hill years and years and years ago. And I still love this for summer. I don't even know if I could show you. Do you see how absolutely shattered and powdered it is? But it's so beautiful. It's so golden. And I'm gonna pop it on the tops of my cheeks. And I think it just like melts into the skin. On my brow bone, above my brow. I just love using this for the summer. I just feel like it's so summery and glowy. Like, look at that. That's insane. I know I'm doing this out of order. I totally forgot about highlight, but just on my Cupid's bow. There you have it. It's summery, it's glowy, it's peachy, it's fun. At least I had fun. I think this is fun. And I think it's still very wearable. I would go out into the store, I'd go to Costco like this, and I wouldn't even blink an eye. I'd be fine. And I think it's very, you know, fitting for the summer while still being a little something extra and a little something, you know, more fun. I love it. I actually really like this look. And it was so easy. And, you know, you could use any blush you have and just do a whole look with it. And I think it's just so fun. I think it's really pretty. It matches the season, which is something my last video did not do. I don't feel like it matched the season at all. So this is my official first summery look that I'm doing, and I'm going to try my darndest to do many, many more before the season ends. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, what you guys think of this eye look, of this face look, and thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys next time. Bye.